Session is about the differences between the male and female, and those differences are more than 6,500. So these are the two entire different categories. If we understand exactly how its work and how we minimize the differences, which are very essential as we have a very close link. So if we understand it better, then we minimize the challenges on the daily basis, the problems, we can compensate it better. So, in this session, I am talking mostly about the thought patterns and also the difference in the brain parts and how it's work. That is the main part of this session. In this session, the first thing is that main mostly focus facts, numbers, and logics. On the other hand, the woman focus mostly intuitions, feelings, emotions, and if we scan the brain of both male and female, the brain of the female is more active after spending a hard day. The reason behind it that he want to talk out, to talk even after the hard whole day. But on the other hand, the main need solitude, so that he remain in a cave and he explore what he do, and he take a time and decide what's the next, and that is the big difference. So by keeping this in view, we have to explore the mind of the woman and the man, and plus the hormones, how it's work, and how we use it in our favor. The first thing that is the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for the social behavior, for the judgments, for the consequential thinking. In female, it develop earlier, quicker, as she have less risk. On the other hand, amygdala, which is always scanning for the threats, which is very closely linked to the survival, and that is larger in size in male. So the female have more processing for talking, so that she talk out the problems, and the men have the ability to solve the problem. Female see the problem in a broaden way. He always have the thinking that let's talk out this problem, but the men have the capability to focus on the problem, to dissolve the problem, to look it in steps, and to follow one problem at a single time. And that is the ability of the male, that he fix the problem, while the female have only concern of talking out the problem. The other thing that is a very big point to discuss, that is the interior cortex, And interior cortex is responsible for processing of emotions. So she spent most of the time in most of the time in thinking deeply that about the emotions, and that is the reason connected to the emotions, to the feelings. And one thing which is again play a vital role, that is the hippocampus, in which we store the memories, and she have the ability to recall even a single word of an argument which happened even 5 years ago. But she have the capability, and that is the reason she is very good at memorizing the most of the thing that is closely linked with her emotions. The other thing which is corpus callosum, and that is the thick web, that is the bundle of nerve which link the right and the left hemisphere. And we have these two hemisphere in our brain. One is right and the other is left. The right is creative one, and the left one is logical. So that bundle of nerve, that nerve which connected that are 25% thicker in female, and that is why she back bounce back and forth between facts and feeling. And that is the reason that she have less ability to do a decision, or to make a problem solve, while the men think in a linear way, and he think about the problem in steps, and he always try to solve the problem. By solving the problem, his level of testosterone rises, and that is the male hormone, and that is 20 to 25% more in male as compared to female, and that rises with the success. When he got success, its level rises, but when he fail in solving a problem or fail in anything else, it goes down. And to compensate those testosterone, he need a solitude. He have to go to a cave so that he take a rest, so that he enlighten the problem and think on each and every aspect that he got the success. The other hormone, that is oxytocin, which is linked to the social attachment, and which again rises in the female on a relaxing conversation, and that conversation rises oxytocin of the woman. But again she is very sensitive, and she have more anxiety, and she have a thing of worriness, and that is why the interior cortex, which is also known the worry wart, the women have these worries, and those worries are vulnerable, make her vulnerable. The other hormone, that is cortisol, and that is the stress hormone. It's 2 times higher in female at work, and 4 times higher in at home. It means that he is actually taking the stress which have no benefit at all, and if she understand it better, she can quit her mental chatter and she grow. But these are the real learning which we never obtain from the society, never from the parental nurturing. And that is why we remain vulnerable and we not understanding the whole scenario, so that we understand that woman is very better at conversation, and she have the only purpose to talk out the problem. She have no concern with the problem solving. And understanding these facts and figure, we can understand it very better and use it in a way which make the relationship between the two genders effective and efficient.